رسول الله. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Welcome in the first lesson of Al-Hajj and Umrah ruling. And it is very important for us to understand our deen. It's very important to learn our deen. Allah sent the prophets and the messenger to teach the people their religion. And Prophet Muhammad said in a hadith, مَنْ يُرِدِ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا يُفَقِّهُهُ فِي الدِّينِ. And if Allah wants a goodness for a person, He let him understand the deen. And we as a Muslim in a Western country or non-Muslim country, it will be more important for us to understand our deen, especially the 5 pillars of Islam. As you know, the Islam has been built on 5 pillars: the Shahada, and the Salah, and the fasting of the Hajj, and fasting of Sawm, and Zakah, and the Hajj. You may someone ask why we learn Hajj even we are not doing Hajj or Umrah. This is very important because you don't know when Allah let you allow to do Hajj. So you need to be ready at any time to be involved with or to understand the Hajj and the ruling of the Hajj. The course here will explain the different types of the Hajj and how can we select the best types of the Hajj. Just quickly, if we go to this map, this is Saudi Arabia, and here is the Mecca, and here is the Medina. So all the Hajj event will happen in Mecca. There is no Hajj event in Medina, by the way. First, we need to know, it is Hajj compulsory or not? The Hajj is compulsory because Allah said, وَأَذِّنْ فِي النَّاسِ بِالْحَجِّ يَأْتُوكَ رِجَالًا, and call the people to come to Hajj, and they will come as a men. And this is not only men, also women as well, entitled with a condition as we explained. So the Hajj is compulsory with 2 conditions. 2 conditions for men and 3 conditions for women. For men, first, physical ability and the health ability to travel. In the past, the Hajj is a very hard and not easy process. And in the past, the Hajj, the people spend a couple of months to reach the Mecca. And in the past, some of the people will lose their life, lose their money during the Hajj travel. So the physical ability of traveling as well as the financial ability. For women, an extra condition, which is a mahram. Mahram means relative cannot marry the woman, like husband, like brother, like uncle. Of course, her husband can travel with her as a mahram. But if sometimes someone has no husband, in this case she needs to look to her uncle or her grandfather or her father, but this the most of the opinion of the scholars said that. But in the Hajj al-Fariḍah or the compulsory Hajj, which is compulsory, the scholars said الرفقة الآمنة means a secure companions. So if you go with a group and this group is secure, and organized by certain groups and company, and you have a good companions in this journey. In this case, the woman can travel without mahram. This is only Hajj al-Faridah, means the one of the compulsory Hajj. But if she did already Hajj, no need to travel without mahram unless she has mahram. Then we talking about the pillars of the Hajj and Umrah. And what is the difference between Hajj and Umrah, by the way? Hajj and Umrah are kind of worship done by your body and your money, while Salah and fasting by your body, while Zakah is by your money. So if we want to classify the ibadah or the worship, we have ibadah qawliya, by speech, ibadah badaniya, by body, ibadah maliya, by money, ibadah badaniya and maliya, means by your body and your money. So for example, what example of ibadah by your tongue? Give me an example. Dhikr, yes, remember Allah Azza wa Jal. Dhikr is the best ibadah. What else? Quran, reciting Quran. Also, this happened by your tongue. And then ibadah badaniya, by your body. Like Salah. Salah is done by your body. Fasting, when you stop eating and drinking, who will stop eating and drinking? Your body. But in case of zakah or compulsory charity, what is kind of ibadah here? It is money ibadah. You spend money. But in case of Hajj and Umrah, it combines both. You spend the money for traveling, and you spend an effort by your body to do the Hajj. So this is, you spend both things, your money and your body as well. For Umrah, the scholar has different opinion about its compulsory or not. But since Prophet Muhammad ﷺ didn't emphasize this, and also in the Quran, there is no specific understanding of the ayah saying that Umrah is compulsory. The scholar said Umrah is optional, but Hajj is compulsory. Also, Umrah has the same condition. You should have a physical ability and also financial ability, and in case of woman, she should have a relative mahram to travel with her. If you look to the journey of Hajj, as you can see in the slide here, number one, Ihraam. Ihraam from where? From a place called Miqat. Miqat, there are timing miqat and place miqat. What does it mean? It means that there is a time, specific time you need to start your ihram. Specific time of months if you want to Hajj. Also, there is a specific place you need to start your ihram before you exceed these places. So this is called the miqat. Once you enter the state of ihram, on the miqat, you start your journey. And we explain what is the condition of ihram. What is the restrictions, actually the restrictions in terms of dress, in terms of kind of life, you will see when we go the course. Then we have different types of Hajj. We have three types of Hajj. The first one is called Ifrad, as you can see in the slide. Ifrad. The second one is Qiran, and the third one is Tamattu'. Try to understand, I will explain it in English, but you need to know the meaning in Arabic, or the word in Arabic. Ifrad means you have only Hajj without Umrah. You're doing Hajj only. While Qiran, you combine Hajj and Umrah in one travel. And Tamattu also, you combine Hajj and Umrah in one travel. So what's the difference? The difference for Qiran, you do not break your Ihraam after you finish Umrah. And you still have the condition of Ihraam until the Hajj. And you finish the Hajj and then you break your Ihraam. It's called Qiran, combining Hajj and Umrah in one travel without breaking the Ihram after Umrah. While Tamattu, you enjoy the time between the Umrah and Hajj by breaking the Ihram and enjoy your normal life. So you do Umrah first, and then you break your Ihram, and then on the 9th of Zhul-Hijjah, you start your Hajj. Clear now? So we have so far three types of Hajj. Ifrad, you do only Hajj. You travel to Mecca on the 9th or on the 8th to start your Hajj. You need to be there before Arafah. Some people travel on the morning of Arafah just to land and take themselves directly to Arafat. This is called Ifrad. And then the Tamattu', the people travel maybe 3 weeks before to do Umrah first, and then they break their Umrah, or break their Ihram after they finish Umrah, and then on the 8th of the Hijjah, they start the Hajj. While Qiran is a little bit hard. And because you stay for a long time on the Ihram, and when we learn what is Ihram, it's not easy. Not easy to stay with this condition. So you stay on the condition of Ihram after you finish your Umrah, and then you continuing the Hajj. So this is so far the three types of Hajj. So if you start your Ihram and you want to do Tamattu'. Tamattu' means that you going to do Umrah. Is that correct? Tamattu' means that you're going to do Umrah. And to do Umrah, there are two conditions of Umrah. After you enter the states of Ihram, you need to do two pillars of Umrah. The first one is the Tawaaf. You move around the Kaaba. How many times? 7 times. I will explain in the next slide from where you start and where you end. And then after you finish the Tawaaf, you go to the second condition of Umrah, or the second pillars of Umrah, which is Sa'i. You're walking between two mountains, Safa and Marwa. And then this is the Umrah finish. There is some Sunnah act in between, like praying 2 rak'ah behind the Maqam Ibrahim, the footstep place of Ibrahim, and drinking from Zamzam. All this Sunnah, we'll explain later inshallah. But the main pillars of Umrah, only 2. Tawaaf, 7 times, and Sa'i, 7 shots. One from Safa to Marwa, this one shot, and then from Marwa to Safa second, and so on until you finish. Start with Safa and end with Marwa. So, if you do that, you have finished the Umrah. And if you do Tamattu', means that you need to break now your Ihram, and you live normal life. And then you wait until the 8th of Zhul-Hijjah to go to Mina. Mina It is very famous by the tents. It has a lot of tents, khiyam. And you stay there all the day of the 8th after you start your Hajj. You pray the Dhuhr and Asr, short, 2 and 2, not combining, and Maghrib 3. So the 8th, you stay in Arafat, you stay in Mina, praying there Dhuhr, 2 rak'ah, Asr, 2 rak'ah, Maghrib, 3 rak'ah, and Isha 2 rak'ah. The following day will be the 9th, which is Arafah day. You move from Mina to Arafah, which is Tawaaf. Arafah is the Greek spelling of Hajj. You need to stay in Arafah at least for 1 minute. If you enter Arafah before the sun sets and you stay for 1 minute, you reach Arafah. It means you fulfill the condition. But you need to enter Arafah before the sun sets. Then, after you finish the 9th, after you finish the day of Arafah, you go to a place called Muzdalifah. And you spend the night there. And then you pray the Maghrib and Isha combined. Maghrib 3 and Isha 2. And you sleep there. And in the morning, which is the 10th of Zhul-Hijjah, you will start your day, Yawm al-Nahr, the slaughter day. So now we have the 8th of Zhul-Hijjah. They call it Yawm al-Tarwiyah, the watering day. Because in the past, they used to prepare the water for the Hajjaj on the 8th during the Hajj, on the 8th of the Hajj. Then we have the 9th of the Hajj, which is called Arafah day. And then we have the 10th of the Hijjah, which is the Yawm al-Nahr, or Eid day, the slaughter day. And most of the Hajj action happen in the 10th of the Hajj. Most of the action of the Hajj happen on the 10th of the Hajj. Starting from Ramul Jamarat, throwing the stone, the greatest stones or the greatest jamrah, slaughtering the Hady, and we explain in this course what is the difference between Hady and Udhiya and Aqiqah and Nusuk or Dam or blood. There are 4 different slaughtering could be done. First we have Aqiqah. Aqiqah, if Allah grants you a boy or girl, one of the sunnah is to slaughter for the boy 2 goat or 2 sheep, and for the girl 1. This is called Aqiqah. Or if you want to share in a camel or a cow, you take 2 shares for the boy and 1 share for the girl. This is called Aqiqah. Udhiya, which is happen on the Eid al-Adha. It's also one of the sunnah, and some scholars said it is compulsory, but the correct opinion is sunnah, and if anyone has the ability, it's better for him to do the Udhiya. But what is the Hajj? Hajj also you slaughter an animal on the Eid day, but not like Udhiya. You slaughter the animal if you combine Hajj and Umrah. So, what is the name of the Hajj that you combine Hajj and Umrah? We have 2. Qiran and Tamattu. If you do Hajj Tamattu, it means that you do Umrah first, and then you break your Ihraam, and then do Hajj. You have to slaughter an animal. you have to slaughter a sheep or goat. Okay? Also, if you do Qiran, combined Hajj and Umrah, also you should have that one. If you have Ifrad, no slaughtering required. This is called Hajj. What about the nusuk or the dam or the blood? If you break any of the conditions of Ihram, like for example, one of the conditions of Ihram, do not put a perfume at all. If you break that, you have three options. Either to fast 3 days in Mecca, not yet in home, you need to fast in Mecca, or to feed 6 needy people in Mecca, everyone half sa'. And the sa' is 4 mud or mud. The mud is the handful amount of something. If you put your hand and you fill it with the rice, it's called mud. So 1 sa' is equal 4 mud. So half sa' equal 2 mud. So just take 2 handful of rice for each person. You need 6. That means you need 12 handful of rice or barley or wheat. Give it to a needy. What is the third option if you break the Ihram condition? It's animal slaughter. This is called dam or nusuk. So now understand the difference between Udhiyah, the Aqiqah, the nusuk or the dam, and the Hajj. Hajj only for the person who combined Hajj and Umrah, either tamattu or Qiran. So then on the 10th of Zhul-Hijjah, all the Hajj action will be happening. Starting from throwing the stones, the Greek one, with 7 stones, and we explain later. And by the way, this is just a summary, and then we go every step in details, inshallah. And then we have to slaughter the animal, and then you have to shave for a man hair or cut, but shaving is most recommended. Prophet Muhammad did dua 3 times for shaving people and 1 time for cutting. So you have 2 options, either to cut your hair or shave. But the best one is to shave your hair. But this is only for male, not for female. Female just take a few hair from the top, like this part of finger. Just cut it. And this is, then you break the major condition of the Ihram except the relation between the wife and her husband. Then you need to go to Mecca to do the Tawaaf of the Hajj, the compulsory Tawaaf called Tawaaf Al-Wadaa. ثم أفيضوا من حيث أفاض الناس called Tawaaf Al-Wadaa. And then depends on the type of the Hajj, you may have sa'i after Tawaaf or not. If you do sa'i at the beginning, you may not have to do it at the end. This in case of the Hajj al-Ifrad. This will come soon, inshallah. Okay. So understand now the process of Hajj and Umrah. So the Hajj is disconnect, just exit. Okay. So as you can see, the difference between Hajj and Umrah is that the Umrah is only 2 steps. Tawaf and what? And Sa'i. But as you can see, Hajj has different steps. Let us start first by Miqat. Miqat is the place from which Ihram must be assumed for Umrah and or Hajj. We have so far 5 places you need to start your Ihram before you exceed these places. Zhul-Hijjah, If you are in the Medina, some people want to travel to Hajj, they landed first to the Medina. There's two options. Maybe land first to Jeddah and then to Mecca, or land to Medina. So if you land to Medina, you need to start your Ihram from a place called Zhul-Hijjah. They call it now Abiyar Ali. Zhul-Hijjah next to it, between Mecca and Medina. And then if you're coming from Sham, Syria, Jordan, the northern places, or Egypt, there is a place called Al-Juhfa. They call it now Raghib. Raghib or Zhul-Juhfa, this is if you're traveling from the Sham, Syria, Jordan, Egypt, and also the North Africa as well. Tunis, Algeria, Libya. So if you're traveling from this place, you need to start your Ihram before you reach Al-Juhfa or Raghib. Then, if you're traveling from the east of Saudi Arabia, Najd, there's a place, Qarn al-Manazil. Qarn al-Manazil. And if you're traveling from Yemen, means from the south, and south means that if you're traveling from Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, South Saudi Arabia, Australia, depends on your traveling. You need to start your Ihram before you reach Yalamlam. If you're traveling from Iraq place and Uzbekistan, Khorasan, all these places, Iran, all this, you need to do Ihram that Iraq. So we have 5 places. You need to start your Ihram before you exceed these places. So what's happened if you miss to start your Ihram before you exceed this place? In this case, you break the condition of Ihram. In this case, you need to either fast 3 days on Mecca or feed 6 poor, each one half sa', means 2 handfuls of food, rice, barley, wheat, or slaughter an animal. They're optional. Not necessary to have one of these, either this or this or this. Not compulsory to have fasting or to do nusuk or them. So sometimes one of the masail, some people forget to wear Ihram and start Ihram, and we need to differentiate between 2 things. Wearing the Ihram clothes or having a condition of Ihram, or enter the Ihram by intention. You have intention to start your Ihram. So sometimes some people travel illegally without any visa, without anything, and because they have a certain amount of visa to do the Hajj, and because of that they wear normal clothes, and once they enter in Mecca they do Ihram, but they should do it before enter Mecca. Like, what about the Hajj in this case? Is the Hajj valid or not? From fiqh point of view, they need to either fast 3 days or to feed 6 people needy, or do slaughter, and the Hajj is correct. This apart from they do something wrong, it's different. But if you're talking about the Hajj condition, if they pay, if they feed the 6 people, or if they slaughter an animal, or if they fast 3 days, they fulfill the condition of Ihram. So you need to start your Ihram before these 5 places. Sometimes you are in airplane, and you can ask the person responsible for airplane to inform the people, and they are aware of it. They said we are now reaching the place of Ihram for the people coming from Syria or the people coming from Bangladesh. So you need to start your Ihram. So you can wear your Ihram in your home and travel by airplane. Once you confirm that you reach the place of Ihram, you do intention by your heart. not by your tongue, by the way, and start Talbiyah. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. So the first step after entering the Ihram is to say Talbiyah. What is Talbiyah? Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, inna al-hamda wal-ni'mata laka wal-mulk la sharika lak. So this is called Talbiyah. So you wear your normal clothes, or you wear Ihram in your car, in your home, and then once you reach that airplane, you do your intention to start Talbiyah. In this case, you enter the status of Ihram. Understand? Fine. So Ihram at the miqat or before, it should happen before the miqat. However, it's permissible to reach that, to wear the ihram clothes for men before you reach this area and start the ihram after. Right. Let us see what is ihram. For male, there are two clothes. One for the lower side and one for the upper side, as you can see. And most of the people wearing a white clothes, like remember the kafan, because this journey lets the people a reminder to the last day and reminder to the grave life. On the grave life, you don't take anything with you, just the kafan. The same here, you don't take anything with you, just the ihram clothes. For sisters, they wearing normal hijab. And if they're wearing the niqab, it's not allowed for them to wear niqab. But they can use satl. Just put like a piece of clothes on their face. No need to tighten it. Just put it just without title like niqab. Because Sayyidina Muhammad said, لا تنتقب المرأة المحرمة ولا تلبس الكفادين. So the woman who having a state of ihram shouldn't wear niqab or wear gloves as well. So what is the option? Sayyidah Aisha mentions that we used to, when we pass through the men, nusdil, we drop like a clothes on the face instead of niqab. So niqab itself, you know the niqab, of course. No need. It is incorrect to wear a niqab in ihram. But if you want to cover the face, just put a piece of clothes on the face. There is some sunnah before you start your ihram. You can do that if you are traveling in your home. Before you travel home, you can take shower, clipping the nails and cutting the mustache and shaving the hair on the private area and have a ghusl, and then we have wudu, or at least you can do ghusl or wudu, and then you wearing the ihram, and you can put perfume. And this time, before you start the ihram, you can put perfume. And then you pray 2 rak'at nafil before you're making, or before you start your ihram. Then you enter to ihram. What is permissible for a person who has a state of ihram? He can take shower. He can take shower. Abdullah ibn Abbas want to know what is the condition of taking shower while you have ihram. And he sent one of his students to one of the Sahaba Abu Ayyub al-Ansari. And Abu Ayyub al-Ansari was in Ihraam. And he showed to his student by practice how he do the shower. By dropping the water on the head and wipe it. Because people may think that if you do shower, you will break your ihram because maybe some of your hair dropped. Because one of the prohibition of ihram is to cut your hair. So what about if you take shower? Maybe when you wipe your hair, some of your hair dropped. But Abu Ayyub al-Ansari showed to the student of Abdullah ibn Abbas that's allowed, that he learned from Muhammad sallam, that you can take shower and wipe your hair without any problem. So you can take shower, no problem. Then you can change in your ihram. If it's dirty, you can change it, no problem. And also doing siwak and brush your teeth and mouthwash and combing your hair. It's not. Because in ihram, you cannot shave or cut your hair. You cannot put any perfume even in the shampoo. Take care about that. So taking a shower with a perfumed shampoo, it could maybe break the condition of ihram because put some perfume to it. However, it is not clear it is break or not, but avoid it as much as you can. Also, the relation between the husband and wife, it's not allowed during the ihram condition. So, for men, no regular clothing, like no shirt, no band, undergarment, no covering the head, no hat, no cap is for men, no perfume, no cutting hair or beard, and no shaving any part of your body having hair. It's not allowed. Okay? Then, no claiming of marriage, no relation with his wife. You cannot propose a marriage for anyone. So no marriage during ihram. You cannot marry during ihram. You cannot act an official marriage to marry. So if someone has a registration to do a marriage and he is in Hajj, he cannot do marriage in Hajj. And also we mentioned women do not cover face except in the company of strange men by doing a saddle only. And also no hunting. You can't hunt in ihram. Right. Once you enter the state of ihram, you start Talbiyah. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك. And these are the excellences of the dhikr. And it could be allowed when you are in a place. For women, could be silent. So it is for men loud, and for women it's silent. This is called Talbiyah. Once you start that, you wear the ihram, you start Talbiyah. Next step is to go to Mecca. May Allah give us a chance to visit Mecca soon, inshallah, and all of us. Right. Look to this beautiful photo. Kaaba. The Kaaba is a place where the Tawaaf around it happened. And if you want to start your Tawaaf, as you can see, Al-Hajar al-Aswad, the black stone, Al-Hajar al-Aswad, this place.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
start after Adhan, inshallah. So as you can see, the Kaaba, the most important part of the Kaaba which determines the place of Tawaf is Al-Hajar Al-Aswad. And by the way, some people call it Al-As'ad, which is incorrect naming. The Sunnah narrated is named Al-Aswad, the black. Okay? Not from As'ad means Sa'ada means happiness, no. It's called Aswad means a black stone. Some narration which has not confirmed by authentic hadith said it was white, but because of the sin of the people become black. But this is just saying without any evidence. So this Al-Hajar Al-Aswad, as you can see, you start your Tawaaf from this place. And you move, let the Hajar Al-Aswad on your left hand side. And start moving around 7 circuits, but be careful. Do not enter Hijr Ismail or Al-Hatim. Hijr Ismail, as you can see in the slide, it is like a half circle part of the Kaaba, and this is actual part of the Kaaba. But the story of that, on the time of Jahiliyyah, ignorance, the Meccan people want to renovate the Kaaba, and they put a criteria to spend only lawful money in this renovation. And after a while, they run out of halal money. And because of that, they cannot include this area inside the Kaaba, so it is outside the Kaaba, but it's from the Kaaba. And you need to have a tawaf outside the Kaaba, not inside the Kaaba. So people sometimes think they are smart, and you found most of the people moving around the Kaaba, and this spot is free, and they go through it because quickly finish the round, which makes the tawaf invalid. You need to make tawaf outside the Hijr Ismail or Al-Hatim. And if you look at the story of Isra and Mi'raj, Prophet Muhammad started the journey of Isra from Al-Hatim, from this place. He was sitting there, putting his back on it, and then Jibreel came to him with Buraq, an animal very far. I will explain before in Isra and Mi'raj. So be careful. When you do tawaf, don't go through this Hijr Ismail, you need to go outside. You will find this place is very, it is not crowded, no one there. Some people think I can go quickly and finish the tawaf. No, the tawaf will be invalid. You need to go from the Al-Hajar Al-Aswad, make it on your left hand side, and move around, but be careful, do not enter Hijr Ismail because it's a part of the Kaaba. You need to move around outside Hijr Ismail. Then, once you reach the Hajar Al-Aswad, it's one round. You repeat this 7 times. Right. As you can see, the corner before Al-Hajar Al-Aswad, they call it Al-Rukn Al-Yamani. Al-Rukn Al-Yamani. So the Sunnah is to touch or kiss the black or the Hajar Al-Aswad by your hand, and you can kiss it if you are able to do that. And Sayyidina Umar, look how the Sahaba understands the Tawheed and understand the meaning of the Tawheed. Sayyidina Umar mentioned when he during the Hajj and Umrah and he kissed this Hajar, this stone, and he said, I know you are stone. You cannot do any benefit for me. But because I saw Prophet Muhammad kiss this stone, I did like him, like a following him. So you can touch, if you can, or kiss the Hajar Al-Aswad, or point it, or touch it by a stick. If you have a stick, you can extend the stick to touch the Hajar Al-Aswad if there is a crowd. Or if you are far from, you can just point it by your hand. No need to touch it, it is Sunnah. But for the previous one, it's not from Sunnah to touch it. Some people did a mistake. So the previous corner before Al-Hajar Al-Aswad called Al-Rukn Al-Yamani, it is not from Sunnah to touch it, it is only Al-Hajar Al-Aswad or the black or the Hajar Al-Aswad or the black stone. And as you can see, this is Hajj Ismail. As you can see, it is very clear, no people there. So some people try to move inside this free area. And as you can see, there is a golden here, place called Maqam Ibrahim. What is the story of Maqam Ibrahim? Allah Azza wa Jalla commanded Sayyidina Ibrahim and his son Ismail to raise up the pillars of Kaaba. There is a pillars built before the time of Adam and afterward. And Allah Azza wa Jalla commanded Sayyidina Ismail and Sayyidina Ibrahim to raise up the pillars of Kaaba. And he reached to the point that he cannot reach by his hand. So he brings a stone. And he stands with the stone to reach the top of the Kaaba. And imagine the mark of his stone is painted on this stone. And they put it on this frame. It's not grave. Because the maqam, some people misunderstand, maqam means a grave of Ibrahim. It's not a grave. Because maqam in Arabic language means like a grave. But maqam means the place he stands on. And the mark of his foot is painted on these stones. So this is called Maqam Ibrahim, and this Hajj Ismail, and the other corner Rukn al-Yamani and Rukn al-Shami and Rukn al-Iraqi. We have 4 corners of Kaaba. Remember how many corners we have? 4. The one with the black stone will start the Hajj or start the Tawaaf from this point, and the one before it is called Rukn al-Yamani. We just don't touch it. And then the other 2 corners, one is directed to the north, which is the Shami, for the Sham, and the other to the south, Yamani, to Yemen. So we have 4 corners of the Kaaba. Just quickly before we finish, this is the condition of Tawaf. It is kind of ibadah. It is act of ibadah. And we mentioned we have ibadah by your body, this kind of action by your body. And you need to have a wudu. Prophet Muhammad said, the tawaf is like prayer. But the only difference, you can speak in tawaf and you can't speak in prayer. So you can speak in tawaf with your friend, with your wife, no problem. It does not break the tawaf. You can read Quran during tawaf. Can do dhikr. And by the way, there is no specific zikr in the tawaf. You may find some people go in a groups with a booklet and someone read and the other repeat after. No, it's not for sunnah. Not for sunnah that. You need to do that what Allah let you do by your heart, from your heart. Don't specify any dua. There's no specific dua during the tawaf. You can read Quran. You can do adhkar, sabah, adhkar, masa. All types of zikr you can do during tawaf. So you need to have a wudu when you do tawaf, of course covering the awrah, like any kind of salah, and have 7 circuits around from where Al-Hajar al-Aswad, but do not enter the Hijr of Ismail, the half circle we mentioned. And then you start from the black stone and end with the black stone, make the Kaaba on the left, but do not within the Hijr. Be careful. It will make the Hajj invalid. If you do tawaf inside the Hijr, means the tawaf invalid, means the pillars of the Hajj is invalid, because tawaf, especially Tawaaf Al-Wadaa, is compulsory. So a summary before we finish, we explain today the different types of Hajj. We have Tamattu', we have Qiran, we have Ifrad, and remember this Arabic name. Ifrad means that you do Hajj only. Tamattu' and Qiran, you combine Hajj and Umrah in one journey. But what's the difference between Tamattu' and Qiran? In Tamattu' you do Umrah and you break your Ihraam and you wait until the 8th of Zhul-Hijjah and you start Hajj again. This is called Tamattu'. You enjoy the life in between Hajj and Umrah. While Qiran, you have to continue your Umrah without taking Ihram and then doing the Hajj. And then we mentioned you need to start your Ihram condition before certain places. There are 5 places, as we explained, for each country. You need to start your Ihram before you enter these places. And then once you start your Ihram, you start what's called Talbiyah. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. Then you start your Ihram. And then if you have to do Umrah, you go and make Tawaaf. And we mentioned the Tawaaf is a compulsory in case of Umrah or Hajj. And you need to have it 7 rounds. Do not enter the Hijr. And make the Kaaba on the left hand side. Start from the black stone to the end of the black stone. If you can kiss or touch the black stone or point it, this is from Sunnah. Other than that, no need, because if there's a crowd, so no need to touch it or kiss it. It will be very hard for you. So stop on the Tawaaf. Next time, inshallah, we will go what's happened after Tawaaf, either in case of Umrah or case of Hajj. Any question before we finish? Because of the time, we maybe delay the question next time, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك.